Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, as you can probably guess by the title thumbnail, we are going to be talking about the rise of cheating in Modern Warfare 3, because yes, it is on the rise. I've noticed it a lot more in my games. This is something that I wasn't personally coming across. I know it existed, of course, not going to pretend that it didn't. The anti-cheat, of course, is here in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, and is supposed to eliminate this issue. And I've noticed this week in myself from playing, that the cheating has kind of become a little bit more rampant, and we're going to talk about like the different types of cheating I'm talking about here, because it's not just the simple aimbot wall hacks and stuff. We're talking about wall breaches and stuff, which are mainly glitches. You know, it's people abusing certain glitches and stuff that get discovered by people in the community, and then people make videos on it, and then people find out how to do these glitches and then abuse them and use them in pubs and stuff. But I've noticed the rise of cheating in this week in Modern Warfare 3, and I kind of want to talk about it because recently I saw a thing about how they have like changed the anti-cheat, or they do this thing where they update it, and I don't know why they do this. Like, it's fun and gimmicky as it is, it doesn't really solve the issue. So for instance, I saw this tweet about what they did with the anti-cheat, and the Modern Warfare 3 devs announced in November a new anti-cheat method to stop people from cheating, which mainly affects Warzone. Like, this wouldn't be available or helpful in multiplayer whatsoever. So I'm hoping they're doing stuff for multiplayer, because this isn't helpful whatsoever. But a new feature called Splat. And what Splat is simply a way that people will, once they go to drop in from, the top of the map, etc., from the helicopter, plane, whatever, they will hit the ground at 1,000 odd miles per hour and just splat. That's it. They'll take full damage and die. As soon as they like jump off of anywhere, or even like walk off of a ledge or something, they will fall, splat, hit the ground hard, and then need to be revived and go down and stuff. And as great and as fun as that is to mess with and troll the cheaters, this doesn't really solve the problem, if we're honest. It doesn't kick them out the game, it doesn't boot them, it doesn't stop them from cheating, And I'm wondering how much anti-cheat is actually helping stop the cheats currently in Modern Warfare 3, because I did a video about this in Modern Warfare 2, because I managed to run into a hacker who sold the cheats on TikTok. Haven't really seen those streams as much, but I do know those exist. If you didn't know, or if you've never used TikTok, you go on TikTok, if you're a person who watches Call of Duty, you normally would get recommended every 5-10 videos or so someone's live stream, and they'd just be streaming constant cheats in Warzone, like flying around on a bike, on a car, whatever. And the guy explained to me that even if you report these people, it doesn't actually do anything. Like, they never get banned, and if they do get banned, they just get more accounts anyway. So when they put out these tweets which says, 22,000 accounts were banned for the month of November or December, etc., they're never actually banned, okay? I always take it with a grain of salt. These people are still playing the game and still cheating. Of course, it will affect those who do just play on one account and buy cheats from a cheat provider, etc. But essentially, cheaters will always be there to cheat. If they're one of those people who do sell the cheats, they have multiple accounts. They have, They have servers that they can ask people, or forums where they ask people for accounts, or they even just go and steal the accounts if they have to, and then use the cheats on that account until that account can then no longer use the cheats, or is put into a shadow ban lobby, which we'll talk about shadow ban lobbies as well, because that's something that needs to be discussed a little bit. But yeah, I've noticed it this week, and from my personal experience, and I want you guys to put in the comments down below if you've had any of the same experience. I've played game modes like 24/7, TDM, Domination, fun playlists like the Raygun playlist, like not run into anything so far. But this week, when I've been playing Ground War, and specifically Ground War only, is where I've managed to find this happening. I don't know if it's just because it's the bigger mode, and this is where the cheaters are flocking to. This kind of happened in MW 2019, was quite infamous for it. Like, not other modes were perfectly fine, but if you went to Ground War, you'd find a cheater every other game, and we're kind of getting the same pattern back. So I've noticed a lot of people using wall hacks, aimbots, headshots only, you name it. It's been happening in Ground War. I should realistically have saved the clips, but I didn't, unfortunately. But if I can, and I will, I'll make a follow-up video showing the clips of it going on, because it is pretty easy to run into a game of it happening at the moment. With it being 32 versus 32, there's so many chances of finding a cheater and stuff, and it does seem to be happening. And there's also the occasional wall breach that I've also managed to find, which is more of a glitch that, someone is abusing. Like I said, they see a video on how to do it, and then they go in there, use it. It's probably in a space where you need to find a way to get in there, but by the time you find a way to get into that space, that person will kill you anyway. Don't know whether you classify that as cheating or not. I'm one of those. I'm a bit on the wall on it. It's one of those that's like, yes, it's the dev's fault that that they can get into this space that's kind of like unkillable and stuff, but at the same time, that person is going out of their way to cheat. So I want you guys to let me know that your opinion down below. Do you think wall breaches are kind of type of cheating? Because I kind of think they are, but also I understand that it's kind of the devs' faults. You can't really ban someone for being their fault. But most of the players who do wall breaches and that do understand what they're doing, and they know that they're kind of cheating the system a bit for those cheap nukes and stuff. But yeah, so I know for a fact, again, from discussing with a cheater in Modern Warfare 2, and if you haven't seen that video is on the channel if you want to check that out, and you can listen to what he has to say, but he tells me fully in depth how it works when it comes to reporting people and stuff. But your reporters don't actually do anything. You never permanently get rid of the cheater, and even if you do, you get rid of that account, like for whatever reason, they might actually ban the account. That doesn't actually ban the cheater. It never has done, and it never will. So I wonder what the anti-cheat actually does sometimes, because yes, like I said, having gimmicky things like the splat thing and stuff and making people like disappear for the hacker to kill and stuff, it's all well and that being fun, but that doesn't really stop the cheater, does it? It'll be annoying for them, but ultimately they're just going to realize, oh, they realize I'm cheating, I'm just going to switch to another account. And that's the problem I have here. And I think that's half the problem with the anti-cheat at the moment. We don't get people permanently banned, and I don't know why we don't get permanent bans half the time. Because, like I said, they do say they get banned, but then they just go onto another account. So they're not IP banning people, or at least, I'm not sure, I'm not very technical when it comes to this. Maybe these people are just changing their IP addresses and stuff at free will, and, are not able to go into another account, etc. I'm not really sure how it's done, like how these people get away with it. But, yeah. So, at the moment, cheating is on the rise, and a lot of things is even affecting the game in many ways, and even outside of the game, like prize money. We're talking like serious hard-earned cash and stuff is being affected by this. Unfortunately, I can't find the tweet for it. I was looking the other day for it to make this video, but there is a person out there who won $75,000 in prize money from playing this game. Probably Warzone, I imagine. I'm not sure what they specifically played, but it looked like Warzone. They were part of that community, and they eventually got caught on a live stream streaming cheating with wall hacks, not in a tournament or anything, but they just happen to have wall hacks accidentally show on the stream, because what they do is they have an overlay on and then boom, they hide it through that. They stream without showing you the hacks. I'm not sure exactly how they do it. They must have like duplicate what they're seeing or something, but basically they can stream with hacks and not actually show you the hacks that they've actually got on their screen. And this person accidentally exposed himself, but has been found to have won $75,000 in prize money. Now, whether or not he cheated in those tournaments will never be able to be proven, but I'd go out on a limb and say that if you've won $75,000 and you've been caught with cheats at least once, you've probably cheated for that $75,000. There's no if, buts, or maybes. I wouldn't take it that someone hasn't cheated if they do use cheats. And that's quite a serious thing here, because one, that affects the people who didn't get the money. Obviously, the prize pool being that if they won that money in a certain position or something, somebody missed out. Somebody missed out on money because that one person was cheating. And at the same time, I've got a tweet here, and now I can't really share this because it's a video, unfortunately, but there's a tweet here from Charlie Intel from a guy who was showing stair glitch proof. So this was clearly a GB or something. Stair glitching is basically a banned thing. It's not allowed to be done in these games. However, while showing video of the stair glitch, he also forgot to remove his cronus from the bottom. And I want to talk about that a bit. I feel like cronuses are on the rise, and I'm not also just saying that I noticed in my gameplay that people are using the cronus. I am also noticing, the sales of the cronus. If you go onto Amazon right now, you can see the cronus sells about 4,000 per month of its item, and that's not good. Now, that doesn't mean it's 4,000 people every month, joining Call of Duty and using it Call of Duty. It could be used for other games like Rainbow Six Siege or, I don't know, Apex Legends. It could be for anything, right? The Cronus could be used in any other game mode. But I'd go out on a limb and say at least half those people are using a Cronus here in Modern Warfare 3 every single month. So that's 2,000 new people every single month buying a Cronus, using a Cronus. Obviously, the Cronus doesn't mean you're going to be absolutely godlike, but it does help massively with reducing recoil. It can give you more aim assist. It can do a lot of beneficial things that it shouldn't be able to do. And I also want to talk about cheating that isn't cheating that I've noticed has been talked about and kind of compared to a Cronus, which is people saying that if Cronuses and macros, which also macros are cheating, that's becoming more rampant. And especially with the macros, because the macros are actually being used to change the way the guns fire and stuff. So for instance, the burst gun, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but burst guns can be basically made automatic by macros. And regardless of whether you think it isn't or isn't, macros are cheating, okay? Macros cannot be used on console no matter what you do, but on PC they can. And unfortunately, people are arguing that people using SCUF controllers and Elite controllers, which I do use, are cheats, and that simply is not the case. Controllers like the Elite Controller and the Scuff are not cheats. I don't believe those are cheats, simply because you can use the same buttons. It's just more comfortable. Having an extra paddle does not mean I can press a button quicker than you, etc. But, yeah. I want you guys to let me know down below. What have you seen this week? Have you seen more cheaters this week in Modern Warfare 3? I've personally noticed it, and there's a lot of different cheats going on at the moment. Like I said, the macros, the wall hacks, the wall breaches and stuff. And I feel like Activision needs to get on top of it a little bit and make a better, do a little bit better with the anti-cheat. But let me know your thoughts down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.